Last night on Teen Mom 2, Kailyn and Javi squared off again, while Janelle freaked out on Mother's Day and Breanna questioned everything. When Teen Mom 2 Season 9 Episode 8 got underway, Kailyn was preparing for the birth of her latest child. Naturally, there was drama. She wanted to get the nursery prepared, so Javi appeared to look after the children, including helping their son Isaac ride a bicycle. Kailyn rushed down to watch all of it go down, and it brought a tear to her eye. For some strange reason, they all looked like a family again. But then Javi decided to apply for child support, and she was served by the same man who served Javi with the divorce papers. If you watch Teen Mom 2 online, you will know that things between Kailyn and Javi have not exactly been good, and they were just getting back on good terms. I always knew he had it in his back pocket, but I didn't think that he would actually file. Kailyn told a producer about the possibility that he could file for child support. It says the petition is for child support and medical support. Kailyn was not impressed because she knew that Javi's employer paid for the medical support, so she felt like he was doing it to piss her off. He told me it was for a savings account, Lowry told the MTV producer. But no, it's because he wants to be spiteful, and he wants the money. I feel like it's a slap in the face, but nothing Javi does surprises me anymore. At all, she said. Something tells us Kailyn and Javi will be feuding before long, but will they ever be able to get along for more than a few episodes? Meanwhile, Janelle found out the hard way that she would not be spending Mother's Day with Jace. Janelle received a phone call from her mother that was pretty demanding. There was nothing nice about it. In fact, she said Janelle could meet with Jace at the park, but David was not allowed to be there. Barbara claimed Jace was the one who said he was not going if David was there, but Janelle thought her mother was trying to be difficult. Barbara then hung up on the phone on Janelle and called a producer. The producer was next to Janelle and just handed the phone over. There was then a crazy shouting match between the mother and daughter, and it emerged that Barbara was uncomfortable around David because he was always recording her. Ironically, when Janelle started yelling about her mother learning her place, David was recording the whole thing. But he's obviously doing so because it proves that Janelle is not as bad as she is made out to be. So, Janelle did not get to meet Jace for Mother's Day, and we actually felt bad for her. She was trying to be nice, but Barbara opted to fly off the handle. Lea made her way to the hospital with Alli because she was worried about her daughter's breathing issues. Thankfully, it was not linked to the muscular dystrophy, and she was given an inhaler. Lea was evidently glad that it was not something more serious, but you could tell she was still a little skeptical about the whole thing. Any parent worries about the well-being of their children, so we can get on board with the way she was acting. Time will tell whether the inhaler works. But Alli is a brave young girl. She wanted to walk even though Lea knew it was going to hurt her. The kid wants to try and push herself to the limit, and that's a good thing. Elsewhere, Breanna and her family were preparing for the baby shower because they were keeping the baby now. While out with Shirley getting bits and pieces for the show, Breanna sent a message to Luis. Why? She wanted to let him know that her family did not know about him cheating on her and wanted him to act as nothing had happened. He said he would act like they were solid, but that did not stop her questioning what he was up to. He wanted to keep the kid, but did not want to help with anything. Her mother noted that he was at the scan, and that was a good thing, but she was still miffed that he was keeping his distance from other things. Finally, Chelsea got a mere few minutes of screen time, and the big takeaway was that the wedding was happening somewhere closer because people would not want to drive for miles. What do you think of all the drama? Sound off below.